Marshall. What do you wish you had the courage to tell everyone? What do you wish you had the courage to tell everyone? Daniel Marshall.
What do I wish that I had the courage to tell everyone? Contest chair, Toastmasters and guests. Let me take you back to when I was a teenager. I had no confidence. And I discovered alcohol. And I thought alcohol was my secret sauce to becoming confident. Because when I had this magic juice, all my fears would disappear and I would become courageous. I'd be the life of the party. All because of this secret sauce, this alcohol. But the truth is, this was just a mask. I wasn't really confident. I wasn't really courageous. And at the end of the weekend, I'd be in my room. Anxiety would start to creep in because the work week would be upon me. And there was another week to get through. Another week of wearing a mask. That wasn't courage. But is it okay if I let you in on a little secret? Lean in a little bit here. Is it okay? Okay. Alcohol wasn't the answer. Alcohol was not the answer to becoming courageous. Susan Jeffers, she wrote a book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. And 2 years ago, on Gawler Place in Adelaide, at Adelaide Central City Toastmasters, there's these stairs that go down into the dungeon at Gawler Place. And that moment, I had no alcohol. I didn't need the secret sauce. But inspired by the message of Susan Jeffers, feel the fear and do it anyway, I found the courage within me. And I knew that alcohol was not the answer. But leaning into that fear is how you can find your courage. So contest chair and fellow guests, that is my message. Thank you.
I want to now next welcome our next contestant to the stage, Mustafa Kohadawala. What do you wish you had the courage to tell everyone? What do you wish you had the courage to tell everyone? Mustafa Kohadawala.
What did I wish that I had the courage to tell everyone? I'll tell you something today. Yesterday was my 38th birthday. And I am a man who likes no surprises. I like to be in the driving seat. That's why I don't let my wife drive. See, I might be dressed Arab, I might have a Muslim name, but my wife can drive. But I like to be in the driving seat. So my wife clearly knows this, and I told her, I know it's my 30th. I know your mind is rushing, but don't do anything. Right? I checked all her messages the night before when she had fallen asleep. No plans. I was relieved. Then I checked her bank account if she has some bookings and major transactions. None. I was relieved. Walked in here yesterday, mingled with all of you. Then I got home at 3 o'clock. getting ready for the night gala, walk in with 8 people yelling, "Surprise!" I went to look for my shovel because I had to dig a grave to bury my wife. And I had 8 witnesses who would help me do it. But don't worry, she's sitting in the crowd. I didn't kill her. But now I have the courage to tell you, like I told the 8 people yesterday, I don't like surprises. But I liked her gesture. I was furious at her. But I was happy she loved me enough to help me overcome that fear. And she was in the driving seat. So if I had the courage today, I would tell you guys, try a little. Leave a little space for somebody else to enter and give them the driving seat. Thank you.
Marlene Sinclair, what do you wish you had the courage to tell everyone? What do you wish you had the courage to tell everyone? Marlene Sinclair.
Most people who know me think that I'm very courageous. From a young age, I always wanted to do amazing things, adventurous things, like jumping out of planes, like piloting planes, like water skiing, snow skiing, scuba diving. There's no such pleasure that you'd know than going under the water, the scuba diving, or jumping out of a plane. Now, you might think they're very courageous things to do. And we learnt before, courage is having the fear, but doing it anyway. I did those things. I was afraid to start with. But deep down, we each have those little things sometimes that we don't tell everybody. Those little things that might hit you in the middle of the night. Those little things that there's no way you're going to tell your friends. My thing that I have never told anybody is that I am very alone during the days and the nights since I lost my daughter. I used to be able to ring her every day. I used to be able to talk and plan. I used to be able to do all of those things. Every single day there was a phone call. And I don't tell people that that is my sad thing, that I feel very alone during the daytime and especially the night. The night time when the black comes in and you are alone. My daughter is no longer with me. I've accepted it, but I don't tell people how alone I feel. So now I've had the courage to tell you something.
Our next contestant is Judith Talanoa. What do you wish you had the courage to tell everyone? What do you wish you had the courage to tell everyone? Judith Talanoa.
There is so much that so many people need to know. And sometimes it's hard to figure out just exactly what is best for one particular person. We were talking before, and I remember saying that there is a saying that I heard from a speaker called Pat Mazzetti. And he said, it is your attitude, not your aptitude, that determines your altitude. And I believe that this is true. And if I could tell people, any person, that this is what is going to matter in their life, this is what I would tell them. It is not how smart you are. It is not how talented you are. It is what you can use, and your ambition and your determination and your persistence. And I get this from a story, and some of you may have heard it before, but there was a high jump gentleman in the Olympics, and he won. And everybody lauded him, "You are the best." And he looked at them and he said, "I am not the best. When I was practicing, there were other people who were way better than I was. But when it came to the crunch, they did not have the persistence and the determination to get this far. So the only reason that I am a champion is because I persisted. I wanted to win." If you want something badly enough, you have to come up with an idea that allows you to achieve that allows you to use whatever talents you have, but remember that it is your attitude, not your aptitude, that will eventually get you to the altitude that you desire. Madam Contest Chair.
Our next contestant is Darryl O'Reilly. What do you wish you had the courage to tell everyone? What do you wish you had the courage to tell everyone? Darryl O'Reilly.
What do I wish I had the courage to tell everyone? In 2015 was probably the worst year of my life. Who's had one of those days? And who's also had one of those years? Well, for me, that was 2015. After my son had had serious epilepsy episodes, cannot remember what he did 5 minutes ago. And then in July 7th, as a colleague of mine sat in his chair, I said to him, "David, why are you here?" And as he sat there, he said, "Darryl, you guys are my family." And my response was, "David, you have enough money. Why are you here?" Again he said, "You are my family." David was dying of cancer. And that was the year of 2015. He was one of 3 of my very first speeches, all of which were eulogies. How sad's that? However, 2015, October the 1st, I was at work, everything was ripping me apart, it felt like everyone wanted a piece of me. I rushed into the office and I crunched down on the ground, and a colleague put his hand on my shoulder and said, "Darryl, are you okay?" I said, "No. I don't know what's happened to me, I need help." I went to the doctors and I was diagnosed with a depression disorder. I still have those moments. But you know what? I learned to grow. I use my smiley balls or smiley badge to inspire me. And that's what I'd like to wish I had the courage to tell. Back to you.
Graham Manley. What do you wish you had the courage to tell everyone? What do you wish you had the courage to tell everyone? Graham Manley.
Madam Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, What do I wish I had the courage to tell everyone? Well, some people deserve to be told things that others don't. You know, my brother-in-law deserves to be told to get his head out of his cupboard because he's an idiot. But other people, total opposite. I should have the courage to say, well done, that's a good job you've done. I should have the courage to tell people, that was brilliant, you did really well, because it encourages them, doesn't it? I should also have the courage to tell other idiots to get their head out of the cupboard. But I just don't like conflict. I don't want people telling me to get my head out of the cupboard, because that's where it is sometimes, isn't it? We all stick our head where it doesn't belong from time to time. But generally, I wish I had the courage to go up to people who are doing it and say, good on you, well done. I wish I had the courage to do what you were doing. And that would give them the strength and the confidence to keep doing it and do more. And wouldn't that be good for all of us? So in summary, there's two camps here, isn't there? Get your head out of the cupboard, and well done, keep doing it and do more. Thank you. Madam Contest Chair.
Our final contestant is Madhu Kumar. What do you wish you had the courage to tell everyone? What do you wish you had the courage to tell everyone? Madhu Kumar.
I have about 120 seconds to tell you all what I had the courage. Contest Chair, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back in time. And I would like you all to think of a time in your lives you wanted to say something, do something, but you've just not had the courage to say or do. Now, while you think of it, one example comes into my mind. I have a fear of heights. Since I was a child, I've never had a chance to share what I feel with my parents. Now, as a result of it, my dad, without knowing that, would always enroll me into a swimming class. Now, you all know what happens when you're afraid of something, not able to share it with your father. And yet, you have to go for it because, hey, he's your dad. I remember the first day in my swimming class, I was taken up all the way. It was level 15, and mind you, with no experience in swimming prior, absolutely petrified, have no idea how I would go about it, and my swimming coach gently pushes me down. I fall inside, I grasp for air, scream out my dad's voice. Nobody came to rescue me. Fast forward several years later, and I still have no courage to enter the depths of the water. Did I tell my dad? No. In fact, he watched me drown, had no courage. Now, this experience has taught me a valuable lesson. The fact that I wasn't able to voice had its consequences into several aspects of my life. That trickled down, penetrated into every single experience. But what I've learned in this entire journey is that when it's the right time to say, you must speak up, because it might have several consequences downstream. So today I ask you one question. It's not what you want to say, but I want you to first take a step back and identify things that you want to concern or voice your opinion, and courage would automatically follow you, just like how I really want to learn swimming, even till date. Back to you, Master.
Our third place contestant, Manley. Okay, without further ado, our second place getter is Darryl O'Reilly. Drum roll. First place contestant for the Division 73 District Table Topics contest is Marlene.